Hi, I'm Elizabeth coming to you from the Radford Public Library. I wanted to tell you about a new book that we have. It's titled Raising Hare, a Memoir, and it's written by Chloe Dalton. And as you can see, this book is a story about a hare, a wild hare, that the author came across on a walk. It was a baby at the time she discovered it, and baby hares, I didn't know but learned, are called leverets. And she decides to intervene and rescue this leveret, but she doesn't know anything about hares, and so it's a big learning experience for her. A few things about this book: it's a New York Times notable book and New York Times bestseller. It also is the finalist for the 2025 Women's Prize. It's the winner of the Wainwright Prize for nature writing, and it is the best book of the year according to many: Washington Post, the Wall Street Journal, NPR, Time, the Boston Globe, and more. Kirkus calls it one of the best books you won't believe are debuts, and one of Kirkus's 12 nonfiction books that read like novels. So those are just a few of the reviews and the accolades. Chloe Dalton, the author, is a political advisor and a foreign policy specialist. Due to COVID, she finds that she can't work normally as she has been, which is often away from home and traveling. The book is set in the English countryside where she lives, and she's really homebound and discovers this hare and just sort of turns her life around to accommodate the growth of this hare, from learning how to care for it to watching it grow, to making her home as peaceful and desirable for the hare's survival as she can, which means being quiet and not walking through certain areas where she normally would have previous to the hare's arrival. I won't tell you too much more about it. I do not know how to do it justice for the way that the story really takes you over and intrigues you with a storyline that maybe doesn't sound that winsome, but many of us can remember in our childhood being captivated by a certain animal and wanting to interact with everything we come across as children. And then as you get older, maybe the being better educated and recognizing nature and wild animals and not interfering. I think this is a real hearkening back to being a child and having this curiosity and wonder about nature. And this author, Chloe Dalton, she never names the hare. She doesn't treat it as a pet. She really does respect its natural tendencies. She's not trying to change anything except giving it a better chance for survival, since it was so tiny when she found it. And then she makes it possible for the hare to leave at any time once it's grown and is able to do so. If you like nature books, similar reads are H is for Hawk by Helen MacDonald, which I believe is being turned into a movie. The Backyard Bird Chronicles by Amy Tan, which we read at the Books and Brews as a book discussion book, a pick for Books and Brews. And Fox and I by Catherine Raven. I've read those three as well and really loved each of those. So if you like reading about nature, if you like delving deep into a particular creature and learning so much about its history, its influence in literature and folklore, she really does do a deep dive with this. It's not just about the hare and the moment in her house. It does include that, but is so much more, and truly fascinating and beautiful and touching, and all the things, all the reasons why you might want to read this book. Thanks so much for listening. We hope to see you soon. Take care.